Hello everybody, this is Adrienne with Ascension Soul Coaching. So I'm going to do a quick reading on Miss Meghan Markle and Harry today. I know every time I read on these people just give me kind of kickback and pushback, you know, calling me all kinds of names, and I don't really know why. So the more they do it, the more I want to read, because there's a lot of energy there. So I'm going to do a reading. There's a lot of things that's been happening with them making these speeches. These speeches about politics and Meghan just trying to be political and trying to make sense out of the word salad that she's putting out there. I mean, she's so sad. You know what? She reminds me a lot of Trump. Say anything about me as long as you're talking about me, right? Use any incident or any event to promote herself, and that's how I look at it. She is something else, y'all. She is something else. She's learning. She don't like Trump because she's like Trump. And y'all just got to know that. So if you don't like Trump, you're seeing what a baby Trump looks like in Markle, in Meghan Markle. I'm serious. Serious. So we're going to do a quick reading on what's going on with her and Harry. She's all over the place. The reason she said she left England is because people were racist against her, and that she wanted her privacy for her family and her baby. And where is she now? All over the news, on everything. That girl is pushing her way through every event in LA in the election. She is everywhere. She lied to y'all. I told y'all this girl's manipulative, and she is a narcissist. She's a baby narcissist. But she's going to become, I believe, a big narcissist. She's going to be like Trump. She is trying to be like Trump. She's telling you she don't like him because she's so much like him. So your British people over there who love Trump, this is what it starts out like, looking like the Meghan Markles of the world turns into the Trump. So y'all need to stop saying you don't like her, because this, you know, he is not doing anything negative to your country. I understand that. He's not, you know, using the Queen and all that. He's not doing that. I get that. It's what he's doing over here in America, but this is how it starts. So this is how it starts. So we're going to read on these two people. So let's get ready. All right. So I just turned my fan on because I'm a little hot. It's a beautiful day, October 7th, 2020. And I need to be outside, really enjoying the sun. But we're going to do this reading on Harry and Meghan and see what's going on in that family right now. So I want to have a focus, though, on what the reading is. The reading is, for this year, the next 3 months. So October, November, December of 2020. How is Meghan's push towards stardom as a new royal working out for her? Is it going to work out for her? Is this push, is this all these many appearances on these different shows and Zoom meetings and interviews going to help or hurt her in the public eye and her sellability or marketability? So let's see. I'm going to read leading with Meghan, because whatever happens to Meghan pretty much happens to Harry. Is this going to hurt her marketability? Which means, are the people going to want to continue to invest in her and give her opportunities and shows? I mean, I know she's got the Netflix show, okay, or Netflix deal, you know, so that's going to play into how is all these appearances and stuff that she's pushing going to, this is 2 cards, is going to affect her marketability. And I'm going to pull 9 cards because this is just a different form of this abilis. So we want 9 cards. One at a time is how I roll. So that's 2 cards. These are old cards and they stick together sometimes. So I have to make sure I'm only pulling 1 card at a time. So you pull out the one that, so it came reversed. Whoop. This one over here popped all the way out. Make sure it's one card is. Okay. Okay. 3 cards. That's not gonna work. As I said before, I could pull out one card at a time and say this is what I want, but what works for me is when these cards pop out like this. It really does. It's the best read I ever have is when I let them pop out. So you may say, why is she shuffling like that? Because for me, this is how it works out. And I love it. Everybody shuffles different. Believe you me, they do. That's why some people shuffle without the camera on, so y'all don't attack how they shuffle or how they pick their cards. But you just gotta trust that they're doing it fairly and not just picking the cards they want. I mean, I don't have a want cards. I just want the best cards that's gonna give me better understanding, because I want to come out. I want to read what's happening for real and not what I want to happen. So this is a card. We start in the middle. Well, actually, this should be this card. What fun is that? What fun is making it up? Not. You want to help people. You want to show people you can help. You have to be honest and show people what's really happening so they can want to read with you and feel that you can help them see what's really happening in their life. If you're making stuff up, you can't really help anybody. Anyway, so we got 9 cards, and I'm going to show you the cards so y'all can see them. Got to be honest in this business. Why not? The middle card is always the cog. It's always the center of the story. Now, these are old cards. I think they're in German. And so I have my handwritten words on them. But these are the cards. So this is the first one. And it is mature lady, pastor, or wife. So this is definitely Meghan. It's reading about Meghan and their marketability with all the things they're doing now, all the events they're going out and doing, all the interviews they're doing on Zoom, and the things they're just throwing themselves into. You know, I think could be probably too much. What's the word? Too much. Exposure, but you know, let's just see what it says. So we're going to start at the bottom. Okay, so this is how they want things to appear. This is what's happening, and this is what they're thinking. What they want people to see or think. This is what they're showing, projecting out. This is what's really happening. This is what they are thinking. So underneath what they're thinking down here. So underneath they're thinking, this is upside down. This is reverse. They're thinking, this card is judge a disputes courts. Oh, so we already know there's some court issues going on, right? Is reversed. So we're thinking that they're thinking, or Meghan is thinking definitely, that they're going to lose their court case. So you can say either court of opinion is against them, right? So you can see this. Court of opinion is against them, and or they could possibly lose. She's thinking they're going to lose the court case with the issue with the letter to her father. Okay. There's a small child involved. And poor little rich girl. There's a little rich girl here. So let's read it across, right? Now remember, Court of Appeals, or in the courts, there's something about a child and a little girl who's rich. Niece, friend, daughter. So underneath, she's thinking they're going to lose the court case. And her privacy the privacy. So if she loses a court case about privacy, then her child is going to be exposed, which is the baby, Archie, and it can affect their money, right? Because, you know, if you don't put yourself out there a lot, so that's why, oh, okay. So because she's not putting Archie out there a lot because she wants to hold back on him so he can have more marketability in the future. So she's putting herself out there right now, her and Harry out there a lot, to make them more visible and more name recognizable without the palace. So, but they're keeping Archie back so he can have more of an allure and be mysterious. And there's some other issues going on with Archie. I told you a long time ago. There's something. He's probably. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say slow. There's something going on with Archie. It's not just that she wants to hold him back as a mystery. There's something else going on with Archie. Maybe he's on a level he's not as fast, and they're trying to make sure that everything with Archie is okay. As he gets older, certain things they're hoping are going to change with him, as far as his mental abilities. I don't know. There's something going on with that. It's not just because Archie, they're holding off to make more money, but they are presenting themselves more, Harry and Meghan, to be more visible and well known and keep that name out there circulating. So when Archie's introduced, eventually he will be like, there'll be this big event where he can make money off of his name and off of him. But right now they're protecting him, and they're starting with all these lawsuits, but they're thinking they're going to lose this lawsuit, and that's going to impact Archie's privacy and the amount of money that they make. That's what they're thinking. Rich girl. Okay, and so we're going to go here. So this is what's really happening here. This is what they're thinking. This is what's happening. Okay, so Harry again. Harry's always frantic. Y'all know this is Harry with the red hair. Let's see if we can get it in focus. I don't know. This is a new camera, but I love it. I just got to learn how to use it better. Let's see, what does it say? So it says actually adversity and grief. This is Harry. Harry is just way in over his freaking head with this whole situation. This is Meghan's doing. So he's way in over his head. He's worried. He's always worried about what's happening. It's losing everything. But all the while, you know, Meghan's playing it cool. This is what's really happened. She's playing it cool. She's like, look, I'm your wife. I got this. I'm handling this. Green for money. Remember the last time she showed it herself at the excuse me, when remember the last time when the last royal event she had that green on? That was about her using her little spells. I'm not saying she practiced by magic. Some people say she does, but attracting money, honey. Money, honey. We're attracting money. Don't worry about it, Harry. I know things don't look good, but I got this. And in the living room, the feeling of home was upside down. This is reverse. Feelings of home is upside down. This is what's really happening. So he's worried. She feels like she needs to continue to track money, whatever she needs to do to track money. That's why she's keeping herself out in the limelight. But it's affecting their home life. This is the home. And actually, they're going to let people into their home. Remember, if they do that reality show on them, they're going to be letting people into their home. If they let people into their home, well, what the heck is there going to be any privacy with Mr. Archie? It's not going to be any. But she feels like that's going to bring them money. So, you know, things are going to affect their money. She's going to have to let them in. Eventually, this lawsuit is going to show that she's going to have to let them in, people in. No, she's still in the green dress. Here we go. Green dress, about money at the law. Green dress, money, attract money. Okay. So, now, what are they projecting to the world? They're projecting, there's unexpected money. This is what this card says. Unexpected money. Here we go. They're expecting money from all this. This is what they're projecting to people. We got money coming in. That's that deal with Netflix. This stuff that we're doing, it's going to bring us money. I told you money. I didn't even have to read this other card. Money, 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 money. Okay? So this card was about change of locations, change in circumstances. They want to project that they have a change in circumstances. Like, look at these houses. Like, we are on the move. We're on the go. Money's coming in. Our luck is changing. This is what they want to project. And then we have the birds. Now, we know the birds is communication. Love birds. loyalty. So they want to display that they're in love, that they're communicating to the world they're in love. They want to communicate that they are going to make money, they're on the move, and they're in love. This is what they want to communicate to the world. That's why they're always showing themselves out, that they're getting the money, they're on the move, they're making strides, they're putting a dent into the world. They're about change and equality and getting people to think differently about what they do and about race situations. And they also want people to think that they're in love. This is what they want to communicate. They're loyal to each other and that they are in love. And this is what they wanted. This is what they want to project out to the world. This is why they're always out in the world together, most of the time talking. Meghan does more talking than Harry. But this is what she wants to project, right? We're making money. We're talking about change in the world. This is about change. And our circumstances are also getting better. We're talking about equality. We're talking about people and not understanding what racism really looks like. And we want to make that change in the world. And if we do that, then we'll get the money. And we also want people to think that we're in love. And we're two birds in the same pod. This is us together. Our heart beats together on this situation here. Blah, 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 blah. So they're always out there. This is what she's promoting. Because she knows. She knows pretty much court of public opinion right now is against her. She's about to lose that court case. It's going to impact her money. It's going to impact Archie's privacy and her plans for Archie to make money if she loses that court case, because she's going to have to rethink things. So she's out there pushing her and Meghan, Harry, so they can be these little rich kids. They want to be rich. And they try to make a future for Archie. But they're using Archie. Archie is the golden goose in her plan. So she's going to do a lot of shows about kids and babies. She's going to really be in this. This is her, I think she feels like she's going to be able to use Archie. This is her plan, to use Archie, clothing, food, toys, books, television shows, cartoons for Archie. And that's why she's so fiercely trying to protect his or her privacy. But she's going to lose on that effect. She's losing on that. So, but she knows that. She knows that. So in order for this to work, poor Harry is going crazy. So we're going to read this another way. This is interesting. So, in the past, present, future. There was money. They had money. They lost it all. And in the court of opinion, they lost their favor. They lost the people's respect for them in the court. Harry's lost. I'm going to tell you about this. Harry had everything in the beginning, right? He had money. He had fame. He was royal. He was the cat's freaking meow. He could do whatever he wanted to do, really, pretty much. Got married to this girl. He lost it all, lost his family, lost a lot of his money, the people lost respect. He's losing court cases. He's losing situations with his grandmother. They're losing in the court of opinion. They're losing in the courts. Harry's like, what the heck? But he playing it like cool hand Luke, though. Presently, they're trying to affect change in the world, equality. You know, Meghan wants to seem like the one in charge, the only one the camera's on. Look at this. This is her. It's all about her. She is in the center of everything, attracting that money, making that money, and knowing that she's got the baby as her pocket. Her. This is the what do you call it? This is the money bag here. This is the golden goose. Is Archie. If she loses Archie, she has nothing. Y'all say she loses Harry, she has nothing. If she loses Archie, she has nothing. Which is why they're probably going to try to have a second one. I'm not saying a second one right now, but she probably will try to have a second one. Second baby, you know, that definitely would be the heir and the spare. But she definitely knows that Archie right now is the way to make her money. This is her golden goose. It's not really, that's the golden goose. That's all I'm going to say about that. And because Archie is half black, half white. So remember, she's trying to make change, talk about racism and all that stuff. And the reason they're so aware about it is because Archie himself is biracial. As is she. Okay, and so in the future, she's going to promote these stories about love and togetherness and how close their family is and how loyal they are. But what's going to happen in the future is that her household will suffer because Harry's upset. He's not very happy, right? But in the end, let me read this right. So, love births family. Family's upside down. Poor little rich girl. Oh, okay. There you go. I think I read it. I read it and didn't even know it. She wants to project that they're lovebirds, that everything is great. However, this whole situation is tearing the family apart. Remember, this room is upside down, it's reversed. And she will make the money, but she's going to be by herself. She will be a little rich girl, but she's going to be by herself, and she's all right with that. She is okay with being by herself, people, because she's about the money and the fame. And whatever I have to do and whoever I got to use to get there as a stepping stone, that is okay with me. I'm telling y'all, this is what she wants to project. That she really loves this guy and they're on the same step. They're two birds of a feather. They're not, because this stuff is causing chaos in their family, in their home. These schemes she has. Harry is not freaking on board with all this mess. He is not. He's like, I don't know what to do. This girl's just taking over. What the heck am I doing? I've lost everything. And he knows it's not about him anymore. It is certainly about Miss Ego. It's about me. And it's all about me. And people take me out of context. And no, I'm not that person. And I'm just trying to make the world a better place. And I want a place for my son, Archie. Yeah. She does. So she can be the little rich girl in the end by herself. And she's good with that. It is not going to harm her a bit to be by herself. She's going to have the money. And she's going to have the baby. The child. Okay. And we can read it one other way. Let's see. What other way can we read this? I just think it's interesting because y'all love Trump, but this girl is just like Trump. Y'all cannot tell me anything other than this. She's just a baby Trump. So, let's see. We're together. Two birds in the same pond. We're very loyal to each other, but it's all about me. But we're losing everything. Court of opinion. She wants a court of opinion and think that they're together and they're in love and everything is great. But it really is all about her, and they're losing the court of opinion, a court of appeals, she's not loyal to anybody but herself. This is all about Meghan. Meghan, me, Meghan, me. So pompous. But in the end, people are going to know it's not true. They're not going to believe it. They don't believe her. They don't trust her. Harry, who had everything, riches and wealth and just money and title, and got married to this girl who's all about herself. She came into his life, and now she's the little rich girl. She's going to end up with everything. His title, the female version of his title, and his money by herself. Doing the things technically he should be doing as a royal. But she's going to be doing it as an actress and someone who's famous and who's trying to just make... See, he would have done it, I believe, for his country and for the British people. She's doing it all for herself. She's going to be on these events and these fundraisers and these ground roots events and all that kind of stuff because she wants to be the one that everybody's looking at. It's all about her, but he would have done it for his country. It would never have been just about him. There's royal duty, there's some responsibility that came with that title. He knows that, and he honored that when he was doing it. But her, it's more about money. It's all about fame. It's all about me, and that's the difference of these two people. You know, they may love each other. I'm not ever going to say they don't love. There's some type of love and relationship. I think he really adores her. I do. I think he's lost his head over her. But he's going to find out that she does okay by herself. She wants to be by herself. She don't need him. She don't want him. She got what she needs. And even if she's divorced today, people are going to say, oh, poor Meghan. And she's going to be able to sell books, and she's going to be able to continue to hobnob. She's got the title. They can't take it away. They're not going to take it away from her. She's always going to have been his wife. She's always going to have this legacy. She's always going to have that baby or more. But Where he's dwindled down in his statue, she's picking it up, right? No matter which way it turns out with her, she's always going to have this legacy. So that's pretty much what's going on with them. It's all about Meghan. It's all about her. It's all about her. This is a tool. No, excuse me, I'm going to put it this way. This is her tool. And this baby is her tool to get to what she wants, which is to be the little rich girl. Sorry. The little rich girl. All about herself. Only in land and money. I don't think she's going to be happy, though. There's a level of, let's see, unhappiness about this person here. It's a level of unhappiness. Because you alienate. You're not, yeah, you'll be alone, but that's a two-edged sword. No one's ever going to trust you. They're going to see what you did to the other person. You're just going to be that miser, you know, that person that takes and takes, and people are going to see you for who you are. And yeah, they may use you. That's the other thing. They're going to end up using her to get what they want. Other people are going to use her to get what they want. But as a narcissist, they don't care. But she won't be totally happy, y'all. She's not. So don't think that because she gets everything she wants that she's going to be happy. She's not. Miserable. Rich and miserable. So that's it for them. So this is that. And I'm going to just pull 2 cards to tell you where they are now in their relationship. And I'm going to use the side cards. I know you've seen it this way before. The side cards to, excuse me. I get this out here. Here we are. The side cards. Everything's upside down to me right now. To read on their personalities at this moment. Okay, so I'm going to take these up. This is Meghan and her. Meghan and her. I know it's Harry, but I'm saying her. I'm just having fun today, y'all. Okay, so this is Meghan. This is Harry. Spirits. Ask me where they are in their relationship. How are they feeling about each other? How's Harry feel about Meghan? And how does Meghan feel about Harry at this point in their relationship? 1 card for each person will be all I need to do this reading. Meghan's on this side, Harry's on this side, as I said before. Just 1 card, please. 1 of each. Separately. I know who is who. How do they feel about each other? Okay, so this is Meghan. Harry. Yeah, it's reversed. So this is Meghan's card. It says friendship. This is how she's feeling about Harry. So it's reversed. And it says friendship. I want to read about that. Oops, let me turn this over. It was reversed when it came out. And it says, well, we're going to read the reverse side of it. Gangs, cults, cliques, loneliness, anonymity, false jollity, indifference, and TV. Isn't that interesting? It says TV. Seriously, y'all, I'm going to show you. If you could, hope you could see it. It says, this is the reverse side here. TV. Right there, TV. This is card 11, which is friendship. See, friendship. Card 11. Turn the page for the reverse. It says TV. Fakeness to me. Reality TV. She wants to be in a reality TV showing that they have this great relationship. See, because it was reversed. It was not right side up. It was reversed. So she wants people sitting in front of them talking about themselves and acting as though they're in love and they have this great kinship between the two of them, and they really don't. They're not on the same page of what they really want out of life. He wanted just to have a relationship with her and love her and be there. And he thought that's what it was. Even this card was friendship. This card of loyalty and lovebirds. And that's what she wants to project. You see, 3 people in this card. There's 3 animals. 2 birds and a dog in here. One looking on the other 2. If you go back to this one, it's the same thing. This one guy is looking at them too. Friendship. In this reverse. It's what she wants to project, but that's not what's happening. It's about TV. It's about presentation. It's about projection onto what she wants you to think about them, not what is actually going on in her head. She does not see this as a true bond. She sees this as what she wants you all to think about them. Okay? So that was reversed. And then his was birth, and it's reversed as well as his birth. So we're going to read what card 15 reverse means. Birth. Here it is. And I'm going to read it for you. And I'm going to read the reverse for you. Reverse. Pain. Birth pains. Abortion. Wicked godparents. Death. Despair. Autumn. And here are the words opposite of the birth. Right here. So you see them. Okay? Again. What is he feeling? Told you, presently, he is feeling like despair. It's everything he didn't want. Redhead guy, right? Right now, things are new, okay, right? This is reverse. Things are new. Growing pains. Everything is different, new to him. But it feels so enormous, like he's dying. He's not growing from this. He's dying from this. He's losing everything from this. And it's killing him. You know, he doesn't know what to do. He's lost his family. He feels. He's lost titles. He's lost appointments. He's lost money. Everything is upside down for him right now. And she wants to continue to pretend like everything is great. And have these Zoom meetings and these interviews and say how great and wonderful things are and how they're making an impact and changing the world. The only impact that's really happening is that it is driving Harry cray. He doesn't know how to get out of it. He wants to make her happy. He does. He really likes her. He loves her. He's in love with her. But he's feeling the stress. I cannot keep going on. It's worse than what it was when he was a royal. It really is. Because at least with that, with being a royal, people loved him. So technically, he's in a worse situation than he was when he was in the royals. At least with the royals, people loved him. People respected him. People saluted him. People would do anything for him, give him good advice. People smiled at him. They didn't talk bad about him. They still felt that tug in their heart because of what happened between him and his brother when their mother died. But now people like talking bad about him, joking him. His family's not speaking to him. He doesn't have the money he used to have. He can't travel because of COVID. That's another stressful situation, right? And then he has his wife people hate, you know, and they're having to go out and sell themselves. And that's not who he is as a person. He's never had to really sell himself. He came up with an idea of, I'm sorry, I'm moving my hair out my face. He had an idea of what he wanted to do, and then people would get behind him and help him make it happen, like with these events and stuff like that. Now he has to fight to get on TV. He has to fight for everything. And everybody talks about every single thing they do because they're trying so hard, because people know it's more about money than it is the event. They know they're more about, you know, his wokeness than it is about the event or about what they're trying to really help people understand about racism. I mean, believe you me, there is a lot of racism everywhere. No country is 100% non-racist. Okay, any part, you know, I don't care if it's all white people, they're probably racist against the green-eyed people and the blue-eyed people. I don't know, but there's no perfection anywhere. So for him to say now he's just become aware of the fact that black people suffer from racism is crazy, because if you even look at America, you see what's happening over here. You all are used to have colonies, you know, with black people, and you gotta come on, really seriously. So I'm not saying that Britain's racist. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's some pockets of racism everywhere. So for you to say that now because you're married to a black woman and you got a half black child or quarter or true child because he's part 1/4 black, and now you see the issues and despair. No, okay, that doesn't fly with me. You should have seen it beforehand. I don't even want to hear now all of a sudden you just got it. That doesn't do anything for me that you just got it. You could say I now want to do something about it. I would respect that better than you telling me now because you married Meghan. I'm talking to Harry now, that you just got it. So that's something she done told you to say. Yeah, people gonna comment the fact that she's half black, and a lot of people didn't even know she was half black. I thought when I first saw her she was mixed with something. I didn't know she was Spanish or what. I knew she had some black in her, evidently. You married her, you dated her, you got her pregnant, you knew all this was going to happen. You knew that this was going to be an issue. What would have been better if maybe you had gotten out there and talked about this before you got married? But you couldn't do that, right? Because you didn't want to turn too many people off. She wanted to get in there and get married and change, and y'all had some scheme. You maybe knew a little bit about it, but you didn't have the whole ramification of what she had in mind, what she was going to do, which was one, not stay in Britain. That girl knew, I'm going to marry you. You're not first in line. I'm going to marry you. I'm going to get what I want, and I'm going to leave. And there's nothing they can do about it. What are we going to do? Kidnap her baby? She already had it out. She knew how she was going to get away. She left plenty of times, they said, without the queen knowing they were leaving. She had people she knew who had planes. I mean, she ain't kidnapping her own baby, right? This has all been worked out and pre-plotted. So, she just had a person who was very welcome and very open to listening to her because he's very highly attracted to her, first of all. Two, she got his mind to, she's a narcissist, so she told him what he needed to hear and to think that she really knew him and got him, and he was her savior and all this stuff. That's what he needed to be. He needed to be somebody special in somebody's life. He needed to be the #1 person in someone's life, and she made him that which he always wanted. He also wanted a mother. She gave him that. She pretended to be his mother, to be and like and do the things and act, talk, whatever, similar to Diana, to elicit that in him. And she knew it would work, and it worked. These narcissists, the reason she's where she's at because she learned along the way to get to that point. And people don't want to hear that. They're like, oh no, leave her alone. She's just, you're just jealous. No, I'm not. I ain't trying to use, I don't need to use anybody. I don't want to use anybody. I'd rather get ahead and get to where I want to go on my own volition. Yes, I can use people. I'll let them know I want to be mentored. I want to be like them. I want, there's certain people you want to hang around with so you can move up the ladder. Yeah, great, fine. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you use them for the bad intention of using the person, you don't want them. You just want what they have. That is a problem. And then to do what people already told y'all, she don't have a relationship with her family. She's not going to have a relationship with his family. She's going to bring him, if she is a narcissist, she is going to pull him from his family. And she did it. This is nothing new to you people. We were saying this before it happened. She's a narcissist. She's manipulative. And she doesn't have a relationship with her family. Going in, that one person other than her mother showed up at that wedding, other than her mother. Then there is a deep problem with her. Because she didn't get as far as she is in life, even though it was just with Suits, without meeting and knowing a lot of people. And of course she had family. She didn't invite, technically, I think there was an invitation to somebody in her family, but something happened and they didn't show up because they got in trouble. I don't know. But the point of the matter is nobody in her family showed up at that daggone wedding but her mother. So, that said volumes off the get-go. If she was such a lovable, beautiful, intriguing person that was giving and blah blah blah, there would have been other people there, whether she liked them or not, or trusted them or not. She still would have invited them. You can come for the wedding, you can come for the reception, you got to go if I don't trust you. But you're going to be there because you're my cousin, you're my friend, I can work with something. She wanted to walk down the aisle by herself. It was about Meghan all along, people. And he fell for it, And she got the right one is what they call it. She got the right one, because the right one that was open to her manipulation, and she got him, and she got him to give up his family, his job, his money, his country. Come on now. He gave up everything for her. And y'all keep saying it's us that's crazy. We the one that's jealous? No, we're just telling you what we see. We've been seeing this all along. And it's not just about Harry. There's other people in the world who go through this too, who are not as high level or high in the public eye as, say, Harry and Meghan. There are people who go through this on a day-to-day basis with manipulative people and with narcissists that deal with this. They get into people's heads and they use them. That's why people are called con artists. That's why you have a Trump. He knows how to get in people's heads. They know to give them and tell them what they want to hear. And people got to be more aware of this. When something feels too good to be true, it probably is. But he chose her. Okay, he's a grown man. You say he was in the military and he had good advisors, and he can or cannot listen to their opinion and guidance if he chooses not to, and he didn't, and this is where he is. But I just feel like people need to be aware of people like that. There are people like Meghan and Donald Trump who will use and manipulate people for their own gain, and it's only their gain. You feel like you winning for a little bit, and then you find out, wait a minute, hold on, wait, hold up. But it takes a while to get there, because a lot of times the people who are affected by the manipulators and the narcissists are codependent people, and they have their own issues, so it's clouded, and the narcissist knows that. So the people in America who are voting for Trump, there's a strict Republicans who are just going to vote Republican no matter what, and there's Democrats and all that stuff, right? But there's people who vote for Trump because who are not undecideds, or people who probably were the Democrats before, whatever, but who are only voting for Trump because he's a wrecking ball, because he tells them what they want to hear, and there's something they weren't getting, they were missing in life, and Trump gave them that spark. But it doesn't mean that Trump is for them. It just means that Trump knows that there was something you were missing, and I'm going to tell you what you want to hear, and I'm going to use you to get you to vote for me. But once I get voted in, I don't care about you no more. Same as Meghan. I'm going to get married. I'm going to do the things I want, and I don't care what the Queen says. The Queen? Who is the Queen? She can't do nothing to me. I'm an American citizen. I didn't give up my American citizenship. What can she do to me? My baby half American. This girl had a plan. That's what they do. That's what they do. So she's going to win some things. She's going to come out on top of some things, and some things she's not. Karma is the mother of all. And you're going to suffer. When you do that and you harm people, eventually, sometimes it takes forever to find it and see it, but karma comes in and takes over when it needs to. And God's in charge of everything. And we continue to pray for people like Harry, people who are taken advantage of, and continue to pray for people like Meghan, because they can't, some can change. Some narcissists can change. A lot of them can't. They're so far gone. Trump is never going to change. But you can pray for them. You can pray for your country. You can pray for the healing of your country, for the British people, American people. We can continue to pray that we get better and we heal and make this wedge between blacks and whites and different races and different creeds, cultures, less of a divide, and bring us all together. I call out things I see wrong in my readings. I want to get people a better understanding, is why I do these readings. Not to hurt people. I just see it hurts me to see people get hurt, right? That's the only thing. It hurts me to see people get hurt. And I've been hurt before. So it's not like I'm out of, I'm perfect. And I've hurt people before. Okay, none of y'all can say you've never hurt somebody, whether it was purposely or intentionally or not, by accident. It just happens. Sometimes things happen. But when you purposely go out to hurt people or to discard people, that's the problem. That's all. And I read because I want to help people understand the relationships that they're in. I want people to understand that people out there are not always out for your good, even though they look good, smell good, taste good, and treat you good for the moment. You got to look deeper, dig deeper, and go with in your internal dialogue and your intuition about people to make better decisions. So that goes as well with jobs. If you like a job because it gives you high profile or more money, is that really what you want? But you want something that's very satisfying, that's going to give you, that does what you want and help you live your life purpose, that takes you even further than what just the money can take you, right? If you're talking about relationship with your children, how can you make your children's relationship with your children even better? How can you give your kids better guidance? Because maybe you're stumbling on that. You're young and you don't really have all the answers. No one does, but other people on the outside can come in and help you figure out what you really want to say and how you can say it that's better and more impactful in a positive manner with your children. All right. So my job is to help people do that. And I go to people who help me with my life. You know, I don't know everything. So I use other people, other counselors and stuff like that to help me grow. So I read these things not because I hate Meghan. I just hate when people get hurt. And it is his life, it's their life. But if you can see anything in what's happening with them and it may be impacting your life or someone you know's life, that you can maybe say something to them, or you can maybe change something in your life, or you could try to dig deeper and try to figure out what's going on. That's what I want to do. I just want to inspire a little bit and just get back to the world a little bit of what God has given to me, which is a little bit of insight on patterns and life events. Anyway, I think I'm ranting. I didn't want to rant today. I just want to talk a little bit about Harry and Meghan, and that y'all know why I read on them. There's a lot of energy there. I wouldn't read on it if it wasn't. I mean, there's just so much energy there because it bothers so many people, because so many people, it touches them and they don't know why. Why do they not like this relationship? It's not because they just don't like the relationship. There is something sinister that they can see and feel in it, and no one has to tell them how to feel. They just feel it. And so I just try to break it down a little bit about what's going on and what the other person's thinking, you know, so you can see why there's so much energy. The world focuses on it. It's not just like the world's focus is on Trump. And because it is, there's so much energy being poured into these people that I just read on it. Not just because I feel like I just want to pull them out. I don't pull on Harry or, on William or the Queen or anything, because the things they're doing, most people are okay with, and you know, whatever. It's not polarizing. Anyway, so I hope you like my reading today. This is what I do. I try to help you. I try to point out things for you. You come to me with your problems or with a situation or a question. I try to help you, try to pull out of you what's happening and help you see, based on certain decisions and certain ways you're thinking, how this can turn out. And also how you can make it better for yourself and your family and your relationships and just in your thinking and attitudes. That's it. Here's a pattern. Here's what I see what can happen if you continue along this path with this pattern. And how do you want to break it? Or how do you want to make it better? How do you want to make that pattern better? That's going to make things better. Or how do you want to make it smaller so it impacts you less and so you can do different things? That's what I think tarot reading should be about. Helping people. Definitely helping people. So. And that's it. So if you want a reading with me, you know how to get in touch with me. Ascension Soul Coaching at gmail.com. 30-minute readings, about $30. And we can go over anything about your career, your life, your relationships. Any questions you may have, any concerns you may have. Thank you for tuning in today, and I will be back soon. I don't read every day because I don't think it's good for me or anyone to read on certain things every day. It's just, to me, it's just too much. You know, things only change every couple of days, every few days, every few weeks. You gotta let people settle in what's happening first, and then, you know, because people make changes and decisions all the time about where they want to go. This is working, this is not working. So you don't want to read every single day about certain things. It's just not even good for the reader or for the people who are viewing. So maybe tomorrow if I read on something, it'll be totally different than Meghan or Trump. It'll be something totally different, but just as important. Just as important. Well, maybe something that's just as fun, you know? So anyway, just stay tuned to my channel. I try to come on as often as I can so I can give you updates of what's going on in the world. And hey, love you. Thank you for tuning in. Peace. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.